No, living doll. I don't know what happened. That happens to me sometimes on live where it just literally I wasn't even touching my phone and it just cut off. How rude. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was about. Dang it. Now the questions are destroyed. Why, you two? Why you gotta do that to me? I was on a roll. Crap. Okay, it's okay. Sorry guys. It was acting crazy and it wouldn't let me continue the live. It just cut me off mid sentence. That was so rude. YouTube lady. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, social media couples do be capping. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna speak for all, but you know, yeah. I would just say if the couple just started off on YouTube, like again, me and my boyfriend, we've been together before I started YouTube. So, I mean, I've always been wary on bringing him on YouTube because, again, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a very private person, anyways. So it's just like, I don't want it to get to a thing where we're trying to do stuff for views and blah, 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 and just letting YouTube get to us and getting to that whole cycle. And then, I don't know. I don't want to make like corny thumbnails with him. Or I just don't want to do anything fake for any views that involves my boyfriend. Like, no, thank you. I can give advice, but I don't know. But I do like the thought of like when you get a family, because I watch people, I mean, that's on YouTube that are couples, and I love seeing their like journey of, you know, living together and having kids and marriage. Like, all that's fun to watch, but it's just like, I don't know. So never say never, but you yeah. Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what the question was at this point, but let's answer some more. Should you tell your parents every aspect of your life? My family gets upset when I don't tell them things, and I don't feel like I have to. I'm a pretty private person anyway. You know, I think this is up to the For me, I was always a person that told my mom. I was very close to my mom, and I guess it depends on the parent. If the parent is a very judgmental parent and doesn't understand, like, it's not like if you tell them something, then they make you feel bad for it, or blah, blah, or you may get in trouble for saying something, then I can understand why you wouldn't want to tell them. But I also feel like as a kid, you're going through so much. Even as an adult, like everything, sometimes we need our parents' advice on things, or like, somebody to talk to, confide in, or whatever. Just because it's like, I don't know. I feel like that helped me feel comfortable, and I learned a lot from my mom and like she shared her mistakes and she made me feel comfortable in talking to her. I mean, me and my boyfriend like have went to her and talked about personal stuff, and I've just always been super close. Like I told my mom, like, okay, if you guys don't know, this is kind of personal, but I did lose my virginity. So I even talked to my mom. Like my mom, we had a pact. Like she would always tell me, let me know when you're ready, so we can have a talk. And most girls, I feel like most kids are just like, yeah, okay, and then they end up doing it or doing it secretly. But I just felt comfortable and I wanted to know, like I wanted to be safe. I didn't want to be out here having any kids or get a disease or something, or STD or whatever. So so I did that. And when I was ready to lose my virginity, I talked to my mom about it. And I even had which is my boyfriend, was a person I lost my virginity to. So no, we did not wait till marriage. So if you don't agree with that and you have a problem with that, then maybe I'm not the person for you to watch. Or if you're not judgmental and you understand that other people do their things their way, even though you don't have to do it that way, then great. But Yeah, so I even went. I was like, okay, listen, I made this pact to my mom, and I need you to be there when we talk. Tell her together. Yeah, I know that's surprising for a lot of people, but I'm like, you need to be there so we can tell her that we're ready. And we literally, I remember it like it was yesterday. We were in the car. I was in the front seat. Me and my mom were in the front seat. He was in the back seat. And I did all the talking, most of the talking, of course. But yeah, I was just, I was like, I'm ready, but we're ready. We've been talking about it, blah, blah, blah. And then my mom made sure that she told us what we needed to know and how we need to be safe and all the extra stuff. And I feel like that helped me because, I mean, you can't figure out life as a kid, growing a kid and a teenager on your own. You need somebody as a role model to guide you through life and tell you and help you. So again, it may be different if your parents are very judgmental and may look down on you. Then it's like, okay, I guess I could definitely understand why you wouldn't. I would say maybe try, and if it backfires, maybe be honest with them and say, like, this is why I may not feel comfortable sharing things with you because I feel like I'm judged. And it's like, would you rather me be a kid that just hides and ends up doing stuff behind your back because I don't feel comfortable talking to you? Like, I don't know, maybe I don't know everybody's parents, but I'm like open with my parents. I would literally, and I'm like I would say that to my mom, be like, okay, so mom, I don't feel comfortable, and kind of like make them. I feel like that would make them feel like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I wouldn't want you to. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Again, I don't know everybody's parents, but that's just my thing. I don't know if that answered your question. So I say you definitely should. I mean, if you just really don't feel like you need their advice and you got it and you don't need to tell them anything, then I guess. But for me as a kid, I told my parents. I mean, literally, I didn't. I mean, I told them everything like I felt like they needed to know that I needed help in or any guidance in. So, what's the biggest struggle of being natural? I don't honestly have a struggle now because I'm so used to it and I'm so like free. Like I do it my way and I don't do it to all, like I don't pay attention to all the rules and regulations or whatever, like how other naturals may do it. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to any of that, but I mean, I would just say the learning process was the most difficult. Honestly, just um I guess learning to accept your hair in all its states, like your natural hair, learning to accept that it does shrink up, learning to accept that it does change depending on the weather you're in. So if you go outside, knowing that, or just knowing that it may frizz up, accepting your frizz, accepting all of those qualities that are not um talked about enough, or like a lot of people try to like tame, like just the things that come with natural hair, like your shrinkage and your frizz. Like that's normal for natural hair, and you have to accept that that's how your natural hair is going to be sometimes. I mean, that's just natural hair. So just accepting that, and then just learning how to take care of it, and knowing that honestly it's just about having a routine, um and learning about your hair. Like I'm not, I don't know, I can't see you guys' hair, so it's like I can only tell you my advice, and I also know that sometimes my advice may not help you exactly. I mean, even though I feel like that's hard to admit because my advice is so general. It's like literally take care of your hair consistently. I don't know why that wouldn't help anybody. Learn about your hair porosity. I don't know why that would help. So it's like, just I guess just trial and error throughout the years, and knowing that it just takes it's not it's not as difficult as everybody's makes it seem. And I question, like I literally wanted to make a video explaining, like, or asking or just ranting about why so many people still have a problem with their hair. Like I'm trying to, like, I don't want to come at it like mean, because I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm literally like wondering, why do I still get so many questions on how to grow your hair, how to take care of your hair, when I have so many videos on that. I see so many videos on YouTube, which is the main reason why I don't want to talk about, like, do videos like that, because it's like literally all I see is videos on how to grow your hair. Like the hair and natural hair community is just blowing up everywhere on YouTube, social media, TikTok is everywhere. So I'm like, with so much advice, How are people still, dang, the lighting is going in and out, sorry. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know if people are just lazy and they don't want to put in the work, so they're trying to find the quickest results that they can, which I know there are a group of those people. I don't know if there's just people who, I don't know. Like, the only people I could say that are, I guess I can understand is for people who literally just started not becoming natural. But at the same time, there's so many videos out there. So I'm trying to figure out like what really is the problem. So maybe I can put out a video to give a different perspective to help. But okay, that's another rant. Sorry, ranting. Next question. Thank you, Joycelyn. Do you think women have to go through a whole phase before getting into a serious relationship? Ooh, good question. This is funny because I was talking about this with my friend, and she tried to go through her little one of my friends. She tried to go through a little whole stage, and it didn't work out for her. Listen, I think everybody's different. Again, I think like I'm all for just people doing things their different way. If you are the type of person that can go and have relations or just have like sexual encounters with different people just because you want to have fun and you want to be free in who you are and learn about yourself, power to you. If you are the type of person to do that and not catch feelings, that's the problem. It's like my friend tried to do that, and I kind of already knew how she was. She's like me. She wants to settle down. That's always her end goal, is to settle down and have, and everybody's different. Like for me, I didn't have that phase. Like I never even wanted to ever be that type of person to, like I didn't have any interest in going to be with different people and have that. And it's okay if you do, but I know I'm a very like, I don't know if you want to say traditional, maybe not because I don't do exactly everything traditional, but I was always like wanting to be in a relationship. I just wanted to be in a relationship and settle down. Like I never really, I don't feel like, oh, I want to be with so many guys and have and do all, and like I don't know, like so if you're that type of person and you know that you need that freedom, like again, I think that yes, it helps if you have like other relationships before, or like you date a lot. Going on dates is good. Doesn't mean you have to freak everybody you go on a date with. But if you have different dates and you connect with different people to help you and then do that before you settle down, then I think that helps. But I don't feel like you need to do anything. It's just what you feel like doing. Do you want to go have your fun, go to the club, have your little fun, do that. And if you don't feel like you need to, or you don't have any interest in doing that, then don't. Everybody is different. Wait, hold on. It's so dark. I hope, is the lighting okay? I feel like I need to put a backlight, but I feel like we're fine. Do you feel as if you don't get much freedom when you was living recently with your roommate than now? Okay. No, honestly, no. First of all, let me tell you, if you're in a relationship and you don't feel like I could go out that door anytime I want to. I can go with my friends. I can go to, if I get tired of him, because we're in this little space right now, this one bedroom. This is why I'm so excited. I mean, it's not little, but I'm used to having my own room, which I can't wait when we do move in the next few months and we can get a 2-bedroom, and then I can actually have my own room to have do my own thing. But no, like I'm an Aquarius, and I keep saying that some people don't believe in horoscopes or whatever. But for those who do know, if you're an Aquarius, we love our freedom. And that's one thing I loved about being with my boyfriend, and just the type of relationship we're in. We're big on freedom. Like if he wants to go out with his boys, I encourage him, honestly. Sometimes I'm like, can you call your friends and go somewhere? Go out. Go hang with your friends. Do something. And it's just like for me too, I'm just like, I mean, I could go out or do whatever I want to anytime. Like it's like we're not, it's honestly okay. It's obviously we are in a relationship, but it honestly may be like we're not, because we don't have well, maybe that's not true, but it's like we're not restricted. We could do whatever we wanted to do if we were single. I mean, besides going and having other sexual encounters with other people, but we give ourselves a lot of freedom. So no, I don't think that is the case at all. And if that's how, I mean, I couldn't be in a relationship where I didn't feel like I didn't have the same amount of freedom with, that I did prior to living with the person. So, um, let's see. I talked to my dad. Yeah, it's tough with parents. I wish parents understood that they're really hurting their children when they are being super judgmental, because it's like, you realize that, and even this is something I take with me for when I have my own kids. It's like, sometimes, of course, as a parent, you don't want to hear your views, and your child's views or their choices is sometimes hard to understand, and you just want to protect them. Like, it's all about, I think, parents being judgmental most of the time, if not all the time, is because they care and they feel like they don't want you to mess up or something like that. But it's just like, you're hurting them more, because if you're judgmental, then your kids are gonna stop telling you stuff. My mom's calling me. Speaking of parents, sorry, mom, I declined you. I'll call you back later. But yeah, it's like hurting kids more. It's really sad. Do I believe that DNA contributes to hair length? I'm kind of new to this natural hair world. I definitely feel like it's hard, because I've always wondered, like, if you're fully like African American or black, whatever, you can. Oh my God, why is that not I feel like I should make sure. Okay, dang it. It cut me off. Sorry, guys. See, when my mom calls me twice, 2 times in a row, I get freaked out and I have to answer. Are we still on here? Is everybody still on here? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure I'm still on. I didn't mess up. Did it pause? Somebody say something so I know we on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Let me see. I totally forgot. Oh, yeah. So I definitely feel like it contributes to, maybe, yes, how long your hair is gonna grow. I mean, I could be wrong. That's one thing I don't know. I'm like, as a black person, I don't even know if it doesn't mean it's, I don't know. It's like, as a genetics, is it a point where your hair can just stop growing? I'm not sure about that, but I do know your genetics can depend on how fast your hair grows. So if you just have people in your family with super long hair and their hair grows really fast, then that's usually going to be how your hair is. Your hair is going to grow faster, and maybe, it's maybe going to be longer. Now, for a person whose hair isn't you don't have that genetics, I feel like your hair definitely can still grow long, but you may have to, like, really take care of it more, and give it the extra vitamins that it needs to grow, and then the hair oils, and just do stuff like that. I mean, even some people use, like, you know pill supplements, which I don't necessarily agree with that, but everybody's different. So, I'm not an expert when it comes to that, honestly, but I know for sure that your genetics do depend on how quickly. Because if I look at people in my family, not that many people have, like, like, long. Some people have long hair, but not like quick, like my type of, like, I don't know. It's just different. So it honestly depends on how you take care of your hair. I feel like a lot of black people. Not saying that you're black, but I'm just saying, I don't know what your race is, but I'm just saying in general, black people. Sometimes, for me, even I didn't even know my hair potential until I started taking care of it. Like, and I feel like some black people, are used to just straightening their hair or perming it, and you're like, it damages your hair, so your hair is not able to thrive and grow, so you would never know how well it can get, because it's like damaged. You're damaging it from the beginning. So I feel like you will be surprised to see what your hair could get to, if you, I mean, once you decide, or if you decide to be natural and take care of it for a while. Because I sure didn't know my hair could be like this. I can't think of anybody in my family besides maybe one person. And maybe I'm wrong, but it's not common, I'll just say. Like, my mom's hair is not like this, but I definitely feel like if my mom decides to go natural, she could probably grow out her hair too. So, yeah. Uh, oh, yeah, sharing. That's funny. Yeah, when your family shares their. Yeah, that's another thing. I get that too. Can I try the Aztec clay mask? Yeah, maybe so. I have to look into it. I could definitely try. I haven't tried it before. I'll look into that. Um, my boyfriend wants me to move in and is super ready to settle down, but I'm not. I honestly feel pressured, and I'm wondering if we need to take a break. It's been 3 years. Yeah, if your boyfriend or whoever you're with is pressuring you to do anything, and you voicing to them that you're not ready, and they're pressuring you, and they're starting to make you feel bad, that is a red flag. That's what I would definitely say. And I say go with your gut. And if you feel like the fact that you even saying that you feel like you need to take a break says it all. That you probably do need to talk to him and tell him that you're probably you want to take a break because you're not feeling comfortable with the fact that you're being pressured into doing something that you're not ready for. I keep skipping your comment of Avrinel. What is your comment? Sorry. Um, love is free. It's a choice though. Oh, for sure. I definitely feel like love can definitely be a choice. How do I feel about Libras? Well, my best friend is a Libra. I feel like Libras are so like they're so kind-hearted, like good-hearted people, but I feel like they're so good and pure-hearted that they sometimes are the ones that get hurt the most because they give their heart to everyone from what I've seen. Like the same. Like my friend put her trust in whoever. And I'm just like, I'm not like that. Like I gotta know you. I'm not just gonna be like, give you gifts and do so many nice things to you when you didn't show that you deserved it. Like, like I don't trust easily, and I feel like Libras are just so like loving and trusting and just like free until you give them a reason not to. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, you got to prove to me that you deserve my trust or whatever the case. So I mean, I love Libras, but they can definitely, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like they just need to be wary of who they put their trust in and stuff. Thank you, Maddie. I'm glad it's helpful. Since you are getting married, how important is sex to you in a relationship? Which is more important to a good relationship, good sex or finances? Please be honest. Okay, let me answer the first question. Well, which is more important? Or good finances? Well, when it comes to finances, I don't know. Everybody's different, but me and my boyfriend right now, we're still in the early stages. I mean, we just moved in together, so we still have finances. We're very independent, so our finances are separate right now. I mean, even as far as we were talking about how we're gonna pay the bills, and I mean, this is his place. His name is on this place. Again, we're staying at his place until his lease is up, which is in November. So I'm just gonna send him, my half of the rent or whatever I have to pay, and then yeah, I'm gonna send that to him, and he's gonna pay it. So I don't necessarily know about. I mean, what do you mean about finances? Because we're not like, I don't know. I think we're always gonna be very independent. I like having my own stuff because I don't want to ever depend on a man on finances. I don't care if he wants to pay for me. Maybe that's because of how I was raised. It's just like, I want to have my own stuff. Doesn't mean that we may, in the future have something combined or whatever, but as far as, I don't know about that, but, I don't know. I feel like your values in a relationship is different. I mean, some people may like to have good sex or good loving or feel pleased, and some people may value having a healthy financial state in the relationship. Obviously, if he ended up not working or whatever, and things got tight, I mean, that's more. I mean, again, I don't even know if that's could you could even like compare that. Because obviously in a life or death situation, I mean, with just important stuff, you need to make sure that the finances are good, because you guys are not gonna be able to pay stuff and you're gonna be struggling. But as far as the connection, I mean, if you need to make sure that you are satisfied within the relationship, and everybody's different, like everybody has their different love languages and need something different to feel loved and fulfilled. So if sex is just something like that, if something for you, then yeah. So I mean, I hope that answered your question a little bit. But obviously, I value that in a relationship, yes. But yeah, I value both things. I don't know if that's a good if you compare that. Uh, uh yeah, they're both. So they're both important. So I don't know if I would necessarily compare those two. Okay, I'm trying to read. Some of you say I'm skipping your question. Let me see. Let me see if I can see whatever. On glow up and let me see. What's the question? Glow ups, has it been cool? How has it been adapting to yourself and growing up and loving yourself and not listening and blocking out the hate? Do you have a glow up story time? Hmm. Um. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Honestly, what has helped? I always say this, and I don't know if this can help anybody, because it's like I don't. I honestly feel like my mentality has changed. Like I've always been a person that didn't necessarily value, like super value other people's opinion. Of course, it got to me sometimes, but I was always the type of person, like I said, I was very close with my mom, and my mom was the type of person that'd be like, "Girl, listen." She would put me in check. Like if I was like, "Oh, the kids at the school used to tell me, like, talk about me because I'm so skinny," and she would just be like, "Well, they're just jealous, or they're just mad because they don't look like that, or they're just, hating because they're upset about however they look, or whatever the case," whatever she would say. Um, but honestly, but being on social media, of course, I guess, whatever. I always say this, but I found a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. If you guys not haven't watched him and you're dealing with, like, you have, like, self-esteem issues or like, he's just a great guy. Like once you watch his videos, he's a little like, whoa, like this guy is like in your face, and he's like very like just very boom and honest and about his whatever views or whatever. But I watch him, so like me and my boyfriend introduced me to him, and he's helped me. Like, and whenever I feel doubtful or something of myself or whatever, I don't know, I just watch him. And then honestly, just over time, I feel like your glow up, or whatever you like to call it, it just takes time, honestly, because as a teenager, you're still trying to figure out yourself. So I feel like if you just surround yourself with good people that make you feel good, and even if you don't have people that that could make you feel good, then cut out. You may just have to be friendless for a while, which is like, I don't mind that. I would prefer to have nobody around. I mean, besides my family, if I have that, hopefully. But you know what I'm saying? Or if watching people on YouTube, like YouTube is a good source to like look up like how to be confident or blah blah blah. Just making sure you find the right people, or even books, reading books, listening to podcasts, just surrounding yourself with positivity and positive vibes. Like I said, I found Gary Vee, and whenever I felt any type of way, I would like listen to him, or of course I would talk to my mom, or get people's advice. And then honestly, just learning, just looking at the big picture. Honestly, it's just like, okay, worrying about, like, I'm trying to remember what your question was. So I feel like I'm going off on a tangent. Let me go. Let me read. Am I even answering your question? Um, how has it been adapting to yourself and growing up and loving yourself and not listening to and blocking out the haters? Yeah. Yeah, it's just been like just experiences. And honestly, I see so many people on social media, just like so many pretty beautiful girls that everybody just like are just so like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Just you seeing comments and knowing that they're still miserable. Some of them are sad or depressed, and even like girls who look so beautiful, but then you see that they have relationship problems or they get cheated on and stuff like that. It just puts things in perspective and makes you realize that how you look, just because you may be the prettiest or whatever, that doesn't really matter in life. I mean, I don't know. Is this even answering the question? I don't even know how to answer the question because I don't feel like I had like a glow up. I never really thought about that. It was just more like in life you just realize what really matters and what really just doesn't. And I don't know. I don't really know if I'm answering the question, but I hope you guys understand me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. If I'm not answering the question, give me a better, break the question down a little better, because I feel like I'm going off into a tangent. You know, I guess so. To some people, he may be obnoxious. I don't think so. I like people who are real. Like my mom, like people who tell it like it is, even if it is like whoa or a little extra. Like I like that. So I guess it just depends on your preference. Like my friend, she watches him sometimes, but sometimes he can be a little much to some people. And if that's not your vibe or your type of person, then that's fine. You just find somebody that you that communicates in the way that you like. But I like when somebody can tell me like, girl, you're really like, if I'm in my head, I need somebody to be like, smack me in the face and be like, listen, people are dying out on the road and you over here talking about you're sad about the fact that your video didn't get this many views. Like, I need that reality check. Like, I don't know, I love tough love and like stuff like that. Some people don't like that. Some people are just like, I don't know. Not saying that you are, but I'm just giving examples. No, I have not tried that hair serum. Janice, I have not. Do I have any insecurities? Of course I have insecurities. I mean, there's things like, I guess what could be my insecurity? I am not the most secure about my teeth. Because I used to wear braces, but I was a rebellious little child that didn't want to listen. Like, I'm so mad. If I'm mad about anything in my childhood, I'm mad about the fact that I did not freaking wear my retainers, because I hate going to the dentist as it is. So the fact that I'm gonna have to go through the whole process of like fixing my teeth is gonna be. I mean, they're not terrible, but I do have like, oh my gosh, I don't know what is going on. Sorry, it keeps doing. I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, my teeth. So yeah, I'm just mad at myself as a child for not doing that, and I have to freaking go to the dentist. I have to get my wisdom teeth taken out, which I'm already scared to do. And then after that, I'm gonna have to get Invisalign, and I'm just so mad because I could have nice teeth, but I didn't want to listen as a kid and wear my retainer. So yeah, I may have a little bit of insecurity towards that, but I mean, I'm so like, I don't really. When I tell you guys, like, I guess sometimes when most of the time I don't care. Like, it's just like, listen, I'm not perfect, and I honestly feel like you having flaws just makes you like. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I just, yeah. I mean, my insecurities don't run me, but yes, I wish my teeth were straighter. Do I do wish sometimes like my body was a little like more voluptuous, I guess. Yes, I do, but like yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes, but I'm just like, hey, this is just me, you know? I just don't really like that. All that again is like, it's not going to help me in my future. Having a nicer body is not, what is that going to do for me? Give me more attention? But other than that, that's not going to help me in life. So it's just like, yeah. But those are my insecurities. When I was younger, I used to be insecure about my nose, which sometimes I am a little like, oh, my nose in this on like in this picture, it could look like so big and stuff like that. But then it's just like I have to remind myself that I need to love my African American nose. I mean, my African or my black nose. You know, this is the black girl in me, and I love it, and I have to appreciate it and not get like so like, oh, why it have to be so wide, or why it has to be blah blah blah, why can't it be blah blah. But yeah, so of course I have insecurities. It's just how you let your insecurities run you. You can't let them run you or stop you from being yourself. You have to just know, like, you know, hey, this whatever, it's just me, you know, it's just you, boo. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Kinlan. And that's exactly what you should, she said. You shouldn't have a problem with your teeth. Some people don't have any. They are healthy and clean. Yeah, you're right. So that puts stuff in perspective. It's honestly your perspective. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't have a, like, I don't sit and pick at my teeth, but you know, everybody has their things where they're like, oh, I wish this was whatever. What time is it where I live? Why? Is it late where you are? It's like 6:20 over here. I don't. I'm sorry, Callie French. I do not remember you from Instagram. I can't. I don't have good memory. Sorry. Yeah, good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need it on my wisdom teeth. I'm literally. I should have got it out a long time ago. Like, I'm stalling, and I'm hoping that doesn't really hurt me, which it probably will. But I don't even want to know about it. You know, it's just that's just it is what it is. Do I have cellulite? I don't think I do. I have stretch marks because I feel like from, well, I don't know, but yeah, I have stretch marks, but I don't think I have cellulite. I don't feel like my butt or my thighs are that thick, so I don't have. I don't think so. But yes, stretch marks, yes. Um. What is your comment, Arinell? I can't, like, I don't even think it's on here anymore. Because I just redid it. Copy and paste it. Because, let me see if I could find it. Yeah, it's far up. It is far up. Whew. But yeah, any more questions? How long have we been on this live? I don't even know. Let me fix the camera a little bit. You seem to have met a good guy. A lot of Black girls say they have trouble meeting a good guy. Do you think most Black girls overlook good guys, or is it really hard to find a good guy? Oh, good question. You know, I don't know because I can't speak for all Black girls. I can't, like, I honestly don't know. I just feel like I'm trying to, like, what is the issue? I just feel like, you know, nowadays, because relationships are like such a huge thing. I mean, I was gonna say I don't understand the fascination, but I'm lying. I love relationships too. Okay, like I love looking at relationships. Like, I love relationships. Period. It's just like, who doesn't? I mean, well, there are some people that don't care for it, but I love love. So yeah, I could totally understand like a single person being like, oh, I wish I was in a relationship. And I feel like because we have social media now, and so many people are showcasing their relationship, it makes people want relationships even more. So the problem is, I feel like with not just Black girls, but girls period, or maybe boys too, people are so quick because they see so many perfect, which most of the time are not perfect, relationships on social media. They are just like wanting a relationship so bad that they're willing to look over or rush into something because they like the idea of having it, and they don't take the time to really like date longer, get to know the person longer, and then also not only just loving the thought of having a relationship, but a lot of people are horny in this world, which is totally understandable. And a lot of people, and then you I mean, not unfortunately, but obviously sexual things are just shown to us, easy access, you got porn and all this extra stuff. And so people are just like wanting to rush into doing that. And then it's just like, then sometimes when you do that, especially for a lot of girls, that creates feelings, and then sometimes, I mean, when you do that and your feelings are just based off of just how good the sex is or whatever, that can crowd your mind on just the actual person, and you're just attached to. So I feel like it's honestly, like I said, people move so fast. Like, for me and my boyfriend, like we dated for a while before we even got in a relationship. He literally asked me when we were in high school. He asked me out like 3 times or to be his girlfriend, and I didn't say yes until the third time because I was just not ready. And then I value friendship first. Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear that? I think my this is the perks of living with somebody. Okay, somebody's playing music. But yeah, like you just the music is making me what is the thing? What was I saying? Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I value having being friends. When you become friends with the person first, you get to know the person, and then it's like, then you get to see like who they really are, ask them questions. So yeah, I honestly just feel like people are just rushed into things. People want to get in a relationship quickly. People have sex quickly, which again, everybody's different, but I think you should definitely wait and hold out on that as long as you can. If you can wait until marriage, I feel like that's a great way to do it. But if you don't, it's fine. But I just feel like just taking your time and just valuing the different stages, and don't rush into things, and just being independent and actually learning about the person first, it helps you with having with finding a good person, and understanding that you don't be so quick to find a person or just be in a relationship because with anybody, just because you want to say you're in a relationship. So yeah, that's what I think. That was a long answer. What are my favorite hobbies? What is my favorite hobby? The sad thing is, I like literally I do the same things all the time. I mean, my life is just, which is okay. It's not a complaint because this is where I am at in my life. But I literally just wake up and film videos, edit videos, film stuff for Instagram, film stuff for TikTok, edit that, post, respond to comments. Like, my life is just like I enjoy it definitely. But as far as my hobbies, like things that I like to do that I want to start doing more of, like I can get in a cycle where I'm like so focused on like work. And then when I say work, I mean, of course, I don't think like this is fun work. Just doing what I'm doing right now. But like, besides that, filming and editing, which I love to do. Like, I could film and edit. Like, sometimes I have to, just being consistent has really tested me because I love to like be overboard and edit and make it like a movie and all this stuff like that. But I have to tell myself, like, listen, girl, I will be editing for multiple days and weeks, and I'm trying to be consistent. But I really love dancing, if you guys obviously couldn't tell. I love dancing. I love painting and drawing, which is something that I used to do a lot when I was younger, but I don't do it anymore. But I really want to start. And when I was unpacking my stuff, because I'm, moved to my boyfriend, I found my paint set that I had at when I was in college. I used to go to the Art Institute, which is an art school. But yeah, so I love that. I love anything that involves nature, like riding bikes, going on hikes, going for a run, yeah, like getting on a scooter, anything that involves like that, like being outside. Yeah, just like this. I guess those are my main things: dancing, riding bikes, running. Are those hobbies? Yeah, I guess you would say that, right? Painting, drawing, filming, editing, talking. Is talking a hobby? Because I love doing that. Can you guys tell? I can talk all day long. Those things. Did you come up with the saying for your shirt brand? I did not. So I need to look back again. I've been like in the process of moving, so I haven't even like went to respond or look at all the comments yet. I did here and there, but I need to like go through, read the comments and stuff. But you'll know that for and on my next Wednesday, you guys will. That's when I will announce what names I'm gonna use. I'm thinking I'm gonna narrow it down to like maybe two because I don't have like starting a business is like a full process, which I'm not even gonna think about it because then if I start thinking about how much of a process it is, it overwhelms me and scares me, and then I'm just like, ah. But yeah, it's just like it does. You have to put money into it, and I don't have the most money. You know, I'm not like super rich or whatever people think that some people on social media are. That's not the case at all. So I do want to start off small, you know, and work with something to see how it works. All, you know, so it's still in progress, but I'll keep you guys updated. Every Wednesday is going to be, you know, my work Wednesdays. I'll show you guys the behind the scenes. I have some footage of me moving out and with my family and stuff like that. You guys will see all that next Wednesday. And then my update on the clothing business. What is my favorite thing about me? I'm just here. I don't know. I don't. That's a weird question. I don't know. I guess that I'm creative. I do like the fact that despite although I may have feelings and insecurities and like I overthink, I still will at the end of the day be myself. Like even though you guys may see me talk about like my like even on Instagram, I think a lot of people think that I can talk about myself. Like I could say, oh my nose is so big, or I could say different stuff, but I don't care. Like I will still rock my big nose. I mean, it's not like I can't rock it. It's just on my face. But you know what I mean? Like just because I may express my insecurities or even say that I'm at a stage in my life. You know those videos I put out where I just talk about my feelings or whatever. I still will be myself because I don't know. I just feel like this is all I have. And I think that, once you learn to just be happy in yourself, you're just so much happier. And I don't want to leave this world pretending to be somebody else. I don't know. So I just love that I would just be me however I feel. I don't really care about other people's opinion. You know, and I'm just free to tell you guys, even though I may have insecurities in my struggles, but it's not gonna make me feel any different about myself. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess that. How many boyfriends have I had? Maybe 3. Yeah, 3 total. Not many. Do I believe in the fast result of rice water? I haven't tried rice water, so I honestly can't tell you much about it. But I do know that it works differently for different people, and it does depend on your genetics, on how like anything works for you. Not even just rice water, but how your hair responds to anything. If you're getting quick results, not saying that, but I feel like a lot of people like that do the rice water videos, their hair is usually pretty long from the start. Especially if they get like crazy results where you see like waist length. It's like yeah, I feel like that is just, again, I don't know much about it, so I don't want to be like, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so that's just where I'm going to leave it. I never tried it. So, and I don't think I will because I feel like it has way too much protein for me. I don't need any more protein in my hair. And I believe I could definitely be protein sensitive, and rice water has a lot of protein. So I definitely think it's good for anybody who's transitioning or dealing with damaged hair, or even people who still use their heat on their hair, because whenever you use heat, you are kind of manipulating your hair or whatever, damaging it a little bit. So, if you want to try it and you feel like your hair needs the extra strength, then cool. Will I save this? Probably yes. Well, yeah, most likely. I'll save the live. I wish it didn't like mess up because then it's like I'm gonna have two separate lives and I was gonna just save the first one. But yeah, it's cool. Uh, when you refresh your curls, how do you get yours to stay? I don't get. What do you mean? Kinlan, whenever I refresh, whenever you do anything to your curls, it's not gonna stay like how it is when you first do it. Like when you wet your hair and you put the product in your hair is not gonna stay, especially if you have like thicker hair or if you're most likely black. Like I feel like with a lot of mixed hair, sometimes their hair could they could put product in it and then their hair could just be like so like just their curls react differently and then look more tamed. Not all, but I'm just saying. But it's just like whenever your hair is a little coarser, or thicker, or your curls are tighter, or that's just how our hair just reacts differently when it dries. It may get it shrinks up because that's just normal for hair to, natural hair to do. But it just depends on the product. Some products work better than others, so it will keep your hair looking, for the most part, kind of similar, not look like super like different, if that makes sense. But I need to know exactly what you mean by stay. I listed all my 4C favorite 4T YouTubers on which video was it? My rice water video. My rice water video. The video about, because I could tell you guys some, but I don't remember all of them right now. The ones that could pop into my head. If I remember, is Curly Fufu, I believe. I don't want to say the wrong names because I don't remember. I have bad memory, guys. Like, you would think that I should know people that I watch. I don't watch them literally all the time, but because I don't watch really like natural hair people all the time because I just like I don't need to. Like, I'm good with my hair, so I don't necessarily watch any. But like, just sometimes or just because like, or just to be informed by different people with different hair types. So maybe natural curly fufu. I don't know. I don't know. Look on my video where I talked about what natural hair people need to know, or what naturals need to know, and look in the description box and it tells you all that. Or maybe I could put it in this description box. If you got your dream job in one city and your boyfriend got his dream job in a totally different city, would you go with your boyfriend, or will he follow you, or would you do the long distance thing? Ooh, that's a great question. It just depends. Or would I go with him? Like if he got Probably. I don't know. That's a tough decision because I've never been in that. We have been long distance, and I told him like we both agree we don't want to do it again. Like it was nice while it lasted, and we're glad we got through it. But if we had to, I guess that would be fine. But if it was like maybe if the job was like for not that long, but if it was a like long lasting job and he was gonna have to be there, move there, and live there for years, then probably we'll figure out, most likely move there together. Cause at this point in our relationship, again, who knows? But I just wouldn't want to be long distance for a long time again. And that's coming from a girl who loves her space. But I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Do I detangle my hair every day? Nope, I do not. I try to detangle my hair twice every week. How many kids do I want? 0. At this point, I'm not excited a little bit I'm excited to have a kid. Honestly, if it's up to me, I guess I will only have one because I'm too scared to have kids. Like, I fear pregnancy so bad. It's not even funny. Because just seeing other people's pregnancy journeys, I'm just like, first of all, I hate throwing up. I have a fear of throwing up. Like I don't like it. I don't like doing it, and I don't like seeing other people do it. And I know that as a when you have kids, you're gonna experience both most likely. Some people say they don't throw up in their pregnancy, but I'm not gonna bank on the fact that I'm gonna be that lucky. So I'm gonna just say that I may end up doing it. And I fear that so much because I hate doing it. Like you guys don't know, that's a legit fear. I feel like there's a word for it, but so, and then just the whole process, I don't like the hospital. I'm just, I can't even think about it. It just freaks me out so much. So, yeah. Maybe one. If I can make it through one, maybe two. My boyfriend says he doesn't mind having two, but he also doesn't have mind having one. He says if he has a boy on the first one, then he will be fine. Which I'm like, well, how rude. I would love to experience a girl, but his thing is he just is scared to raise a girl. I mean, even though he should be afraid to raise a boy in the world too. But as far as like girls and when it comes to other guys and stuff, he's very overprotective, so he doesn't want to have to deal with that. But anyways, yeah, I would probably just have one if it was up to me. And I still can't even see myself doing that now. Like, I've watched your vlog type videos and you seem like you have a good, very healthy way of eating. Do you have any recommended foods that you don't get bored of for losing weight? Thanks, girl. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say foods that. I mean, if you're trying to lose weight, cutting out. Everybody's different when it comes to cutting out meat and cutting out stuff like that. But if you talk to my mom, like my mom has been influenced in my diet. Like, first of all, I'm gluten free. I found out maybe I don't even know how long ago, maybe 3 years ago, four maybe more years ago that I was gluten intolerant. So if I eat anything with gluten in it, which is pretty much wheat, my body doesn't react to it well. I get stomach pains. I get like a weird type of like sensation in my head. Like I don't know how I used to describe it. Like I felt like foggy. Like I just felt like really out of it. And whenever I ate something that had a lot of wheat in it, aka bread, well, there are gluten-free breads, but yeah, anything with wheat in it, I would just be very tired and just groggy and just like, whatever, just weird. So yeah, so since I cut that out, my mom ended up just being more informed with gluten-free foods because she had to like, help me and buy those for me when I used to live with her. And then as I grew up, I decided to cut out meat and dairy because I think I watched the video. What was the video called? There was this one video that was in Netflix. I can't even remember right now. Darn. It was a video. It was like a movie, a big documentary that I watched. I can't even remember right now. Sorry. But there was some documentary that came out on Netflix. And then, so I told my mom, I had my mom watch it, and then she saw it. And then we both, like, my mom got inspired with just how I decided to take care of my body and stuff like that. And then she tried it. And my mom actually lost a lot of weight from just, like, eating better, cutting out just, like, all of this stuff. So, I mean, specific foods, honestly, I would just say if you want to lose weight, try to cut out gluten because gluten helps you. I would say do your research on that. Just look up like how to like gluten and weight loss on Google. That could probably give you more information about that. But honestly, just making sure, eating I think veganism, everybody's different when it comes to that, but honestly, I don't see any harm in it. Even if you don't want to cut out meat totally, I feel like maybe some days you have where, you eat mostly clean, just eating fruits, vegetables instead of eating meat for your protein. You can eat different beans or lentils. That is what I usually eat for my protein, and I'm not protein deficient at all. Like I'm pretty full, and I know how to work with that. So, and then I eat a lot of mushrooms and grains like rice or quinoa. That's what I literally eat. I just eat the same things like rice, quinoa, beans. My battery is low, darn. So okay, I'm gonna have to cut this soon. But yeah, Yeah, vegetables, broccoli, spinach, anything green, like your green, any green vegetables, I try to eat a lot of because green vegetables have the most nutrients from what I've read and heard. And just, I just think that's really good. So, eating bell peppers, just really getting, your veggies in, and potatoes help me feel like full. And I like to make my potatoes from scratch, as you guys seen, because it's healthier that way. So I don't, I can manage how much oil's in there, and just using, even I like to use olive oil. I don't use like vegetable oil or any stuff like that. So, maybe I could do a video on it, even with my mom. My mom's more of an expert when it comes, like, she helps me now. It's funny because I'm the one who inspired her, and she's more of like, and you could just see, like, I tell her she should like post her journey because she's lost a lot of weight and just looks so much better. Her skin is nice, and but yeah, that's another video. That's a long, it's a long. I could talk about that for a while. Do I ever experience nodding because of wash and goes? No, I don't, but I know that you definitely can. If you experience nodding, I feel like the tighter your curls are, or kinkier your hair is, or thicker your hair is, you can experience nodding a lot. And I would just say, after you do your wash and goes and your wash and goes dry, stretch your wash and goes. That's the thing. It's like, if your hair is stretched, and most of the time now that my hair is big, like has grown out now, I feel like because my hair is longer, it's like weighed down a little more, which is why I don't experience that much shrinkage. Like, I still have shrinkage, but it's not like super tight as it used to be. So that's why when my washing goes, I don't really, because it's like my hair is usually in the stretch, like, I don't know, it's more like weighed down since it's longer. But I would just say stretch your hair a lot more, and that should help with the knotting, especially if you're doing wash and goes. Um, do I envision adoption? I don't know. I've always, honestly, to be honest, that's what I wanted to do when I was young. I was like, I don't want to have, because I've been scared of pregnancy forever. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna adopt my kid, until I met my boyfriend, and he was like he doesn't mind, but obviously he would want to have his own kid. And obviously, if we couldn't have our own kid, Lord forbid that happens. But I mean, if that happens, then yes, we would definitely be open to adoption. Um, Is my state fully open? Well, yeah, I'm in Georgia, and I think it is fully open. I definitely still wear a mask when I go out. I'm very like protective. Like, I wear a mask when I go out. When I come home, I wash my hands. I even wipe off my phone. I'm very paranoid when it comes to that. Like, I'm very annoying because I'm already a germaphobe, and me and my boyfriend, I have to remind him as soon as he gets home, as soon as he walked through the door, I'd be like, wash your hands, wash that phone off, and wash your hands, and take them clothes off and go take a shower, because he works, so it's just like he's more exposed. I mean, by this time, I feel like he's been working with the same people, so I mean, but you obviously, I don't want to, because you never know. So yes, I make sure I be cautious. Do you think it's ever going to go back to normal? I don't know. I really don't know. I just feel like you just have to be informed, be careful where you get your news from, and just, check the CDC or whatever, like the credible sources. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. How does my B2 series work? So today I didn't have a guest, but usually it's just literally we talk about the struggles that girls go through, and I usually talk with somebody. So if you say, for instance, you had a struggle with finding a boyfriend or whatever, and then you DM me on my Instagram, and you were like, hey, I just feel like, it's hard for girls to find good guys, so I wanted to talk about that, and may have a conversation. So I talk to you. It's more personable. I mean, these are fine, but I like actually talking to another person, so you guys can see another person, and we can have a girl chat, like a virtual girl chat conversation. And so I may share my, advice with her, and then you can hear her story, so you can give like a person from a different perspective. And sometimes even I like people who have had a problem, and they learn to overcome it, and we can share that, so they can share their problem that they feel like a lot of girls struggle with, and then they share how they overcame it, I share mine, and then we may answer any like further questions afterwards. So it's just like a virtual girl chat. Today I had people that I need to contact, but it was like last minute. I didn't like I like to let you guys know in advance if you guys are gonna be on the show. So I had to let anybody know yesterday, and I was just like, I don't want to tell people at the last minute, so I'm just getting on here today by myself. But we should have a guest tomorrow, hopefully, if somebody's willing to come on tomorrow. If you guys are willing to watch, I do still have people that I have to message back on DM, but I'm still looking for any other people who wants to come for the future ones or whatever. What is my favorite food? I love anything with potatoes in it. I love potatoes. My phone is gonna die. My phone is on low battery, so I don't know. Should I stay on here until it dies, or stay on here until I'm gonna stay on? I was gonna stay until it got to an hour, even though I know I've been on this for more than an hour. Thank you for the 10 people that still riding with me. I know people are like had to leave and go live their life and stuff like that, and we had a lot of technical difficulties. There's usually not that many people on here at first, and then when I re-save it, it's people on here. They look, but you guys are asking really good questions, so I enjoy this a lot. Yeah, I'll stay in here for the next 10 minutes, but if my phone dies prior to it, then you know why. Do I use any oils on my hair? I just started using oils. I use avocado oil. Did I use any oils this time? I don't think so. I don't think this is like my hair from like a very old. I just put a leave-in in my hair, and my hair is just big and been out in the sun. Now that I realize, like, I felt my hair looks, again, this is lighting, guys. My hair looks like, let me see if I could. Well, if I turn the light off, you guys are gonna see a major difference right here. Let me turn the light off. Maybe you can't see me when I turn the light off. Hold on. This is how my hair. This is how, oh my gosh. Let me see. Can you guys see me? This is without lighting. But this is dark. I'm in a dark area because the lighting in my boyfriend's place sucks. But you guys see the difference? Like, it looks a lot drier. This lighting, this white. What, I don't even know if it is. Is it LED? I'm not sure. Now I can't see. But yeah, I was out in the sun a lot yesterday, and in Georgia, the sun, it's been very hot and humid, and now I'm realizing that I may have to bring out my curl custers, because curl custers are really, like, they really help keep my hair moisturized in the summertime. And that's the only thing I may switch up. So maybe I'll do like a summer routine for like hot and humid weather. You love the fact, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm just here because I'm answering all your questions. But yeah, it is nice when there's not that many people. So it's just like us, we're in a room and we're just like chatting, and you guys get to get your questions answered. So that is nice. Oh, hi, Precious. Wow, you're all the way in Trinidad. That is crazy. That is so crazy. What is a good idea for the first date to take during the corona? Ooh, I don't know about that. I have to understand that there are still, there's still single people out here. But I'm saying around the corona time, like, I don't know. If I was single, I'm too paranoid. Like, I will have to wait until I know. I don't know. That's tough. But I would just say, I don't know. You're going to have to. I'm very paranoid when it comes to that. So I probably wouldn't even go on a first date until I knew everything was like okay. But then again, it's like, when do you know if anything's even going to be okay? And it's like, should you wear a mask? Because I low-key would probably have to wear a mask. Because it's like, so I don't know. But like a regular first date, if it wasn't corona, like maybe you can go to, or say, okay, like, if you're not being paranoid, which I think you should. I don't know. I don't like advising, but just while we're saying because there are not many places open, or maybe there is. I don't really know, guys. I haven't even been looking up, checking the news. I guess most states are pretty open, but like I love the idea of going to one of the drive-in movie theaters, which is the one where you go, you sit in your car and you watch it. Like I've told my boyfriend I would love to do that since the movie theaters aren't open. Are they? I don't think so. Are they? That would be crazy if they are, but I doubt it. So that anything outside, like it's like right now, I feel good being outside because I feel like the virus. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't spread, but it's like once things start to kind of get back to normal and they say it's okay, then I'll just be better with being outside. So doing anything outside is just fun, period. I love picnics. I know that may be corny to some people, but I think that's a nice time. Like my perfect date would be honestly like, and maybe I'm different because I just love nature, but like going on a bike ride together or going on one of like those birds. I don't know if you guys know like those like what is it, electric scooter rides. Me and my boyfriend went on them one time and they were so fun. And we went to like a scenic area in Atlanta where they had like art like just drawn on different places. So yeah, just like going on like a little bird ride or a bike ride and then ending it with a nice like picnic, with the nice sun going, a good day and stuff. So I think that's a nice date. Or like a drive-in movie theater. So those are the two things that stand out to me right now. That are not as typical like going to the restaurant or something. Um I do not have a pet. Dude, my boyfriend wants one though, so we will probably get a dog in like maybe a year or two. We'll see. What is the most annoying thing about your boyfriend or about dating? My boyfriend. Oh, the most annoying thing about my boyfriend. Let me think. What can I think? Oh, the fact that he nags me so much about keeping everything neat. That is so annoying about him. He's like overboard when it comes to like neat stuff. I'm just like, can you give me a break, boy? So yeah, I think him and just his expectations about everything just being so neat. And I'm just like, listen, we came from different environments, okay? Like you need to understand that. But yeah, that's annoying. That's one thing. And then dating. I mean, I don't know. I guess the process of going through different people and trying to like, yeah, I feel like just if I were to be single right now and I had to date, I would just be like, I mean, it'll be fun, but it's also like the process of just like going through meeting different people. And of course, some dates it may not work out. So it's like that awkward thing when you're on a date and you know that person isn't for you. So, yeah. I think that's probably my least favorite. And then meeting new people. It just people are different and having to realize everybody has their own problems. Like nobody's perfect. So just learning about different people and that's the thing is like it's like crazy when you meet new people and then eventually over time their skeletons come out of the closet and you notice like certain things that some people are a product of their most people are like how they were raised shapes how they are usually unless they are the type of person that grew up and was like I don't want to be like how I was raised and they conscious of that but you know a person by how their family is. Like, so if they're close with their family, like their mom particularly, or they're close with or if they don't have a mom or they don't have a dad or whatever, or they didn't have their dad around or whatever. You just gotta pick up on how they were raised, their background, how their house looks, or whatever. As far as like even neatness and stuff, you just know a lot by just going to their parents' house, spending time with their family, and stuff like that. But that's kind of, going off into a tangent. Do I like anime? I never really been into it. Not often. I mean, not often. No, I don't. Sorry. I don't dislike it, but I just never watched it. Is it bad to use Vaseline in your hair? Because I have a friend that does that because she has thick hair. What? I never heard of that. So I don't know. I would literally look it up on Google because I'm not going to tell you if it's good or bad because I never tried it. But that does not sound like something I would do. But, I don't advise you. I am 24 years old. What is the best gift that my